Today we're going to learn about finding zeros of a linear function. A linear function is a graph that can be represented by a line. The simplest linear function is the function f of x is equal to x. Let's graph this. Well, f of 1 would be equal to 1. F of 2 would be equal to 2, 3, 3, and so on. So if we were to graph this, we'd have 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. And if we derive a line from this, it'd look something like this. The root of an equation is any value that makes the equation true. And in order to make an equation true, you set f of x to 0. So in this case, it would be 0 is equal to x. And thus, x has to equal to 0. And so the root of this equation is going to be 0, 0. It's where the line intercepts the x-axis. Here's the x-axis, intercepts at 0, 0. So let's find the root of these two equations. First, we have f of x is equal to 2x minus 6. Now let's do it without using the graph. All we have to do is set f of x to 0, and we get 0 is equal to 2x minus 6. Then we add 6 to both sides, and we get 6 is equal to 2x, to which we can divide by 2 on both sides, and we get x is equal to 3. So if we know x is equal to 3, which is here, this is where the line intersects the x-axis. And sure enough, if we were to graph this out, negative 6 would be down here, but we increase by 2, like this. The line would look something like this. So let's find the root of the second equation by instead graphing it. So let's try plugging in, let's plug in f of 1. We're going to get 3 times 1, which is 3, plus 3, so that's going to equal 6. So f of 1 is 6. 1 is the value we plugged in for x, so x is 6, x is 1, and y is 6. So it's going to be up here. This is 6. Let's try f of 0. F of 0 is equal to 3 times 0 plus 3, and that's going to be equal to 3. So f of 0, 0 being here, is equal to 3. And lastly, let's try f of negative 2. That's going to be 3 times negative 2 plus 3, which is equal to negative 3. So f of negative 2, so negative 2 is equal to x, and that's equal to negative 3, so it's going to be here. So let's draw a line according to this. It's going to look something like that. And where does it cross the x-intercept? It's right here. The point being negative 1, 0. So we know that the value of x is going to be negative 1. That's the root of the equation.